Hi there. This is my new miniature that I created with ProCreate, not Super Sculpey anymore. And I'm pretty happy with the smoothness of it. It's not really coming across in this because I actually used 2 rounds of ProCreate on it. And they're different shades of gray, so it looks rougher than it would be if you were to cast it all in one color. But this is and still needs a lot of work on the facial details and a lot of the smaller details. But I'm much happier with how the clay adheres to the armature. This is like a major breakthrough, and you don't really need to use that much of it. I overestimated how much I would need, and I ended up throwing away a big ball of clay over here. Like, see, this is all that I didn't use. I could make an entire other miniature with that. So if you're getting started, don't be afraid to dig into the good stuff right away. And just for comparison, I want to put side by side the first one that I made. The guy on the far right is a 35 millimeter made with Super Sculpey. The second one is 28 millimeter Super Sculpey. The third one's even shorter because it's a 28 millimeter female sculpt made with Super Sculpey. This time around, even though that I couldn't this time around, even though that I couldn't really get all the details exactly like I wanted them to, I'm pretty happy with just this new quality of clay. Oh shoot, there's actually a little bit. You can really see small details on these. But hands are 10 times easier to sculpt with ProCreate rather than Super Sculpey. So yeah, that's a good comparison shot right there. The hands are about 4 times bigger on the Super Sculpey than they are on the ProCreate one. Arms, I didn't even really put much work at all into the arms. These proportions are off. I was just sort of testing the clay. And face looks pretty messed up. But even still, it's about as good as the one that I put much more work into. Overall, it's just much less labor to use the ProCreate. And you get a much better result with way less time. And I also hadn't even tried female anatomy yet, which is like still really out of proportion. I still think that legs are probably the thing that I'm having the easiest time sculpting. That comes across on all 3 of these. But another thing on the bright side is that you don't have to bake out some of the detail at the very end, which kept happening to me with the Super Sculpey one. So good to try out Super Sculpey for the first time, but it's really a totally different experience, and it hopefully they'll be better in the future. But yeah, looking forward to doing the next one and having a larger family of zombies. All right, see you in the next video.